In 1996, the exploration transport academic Mstislav Keldich moved to the disaster area of the Titanic. Brock Lovett, an ardent fortune tracker, jumps with his group to the lower part of the Atlantic in submarines. They are searching for a gem, a blue jewel pendant, known as the Heart of the Sea. They know that the proprietor, Caledon Hockley, was ready for the Titanic. The searchers raise the protected from the base, yet just an old drawing of a young lady with a pendant around her neck is tracked down in it. At the point when the story was displayed on TV, Brock Lovett was reached by a lady she was portrayed in the drawing. Lovett consents to talk with somebody who acquainted herself with him as Rose Calvert. She is taken by helicopter to the exploration vessel. It was there that 100-year-old Rose started her account of the now well-known misfortune. Furthermore, the Watcher, alongside her, profits to 1912 on board the biggest and most sumptuous liner on the planet. Rose DeWitt Bukater was 17 years of age when she boarded the Titanic with her mom, Ruth, and her future life partner, Caledon Hockley. Rose is compelled to wed a rich beneficiary of a billion-dollar fortune, in spite of the fact that she personally doesn't need this by any means. The young lady comprehends that she lives in a brilliant enclosure. She doesn't reserve the option to pick all that has been chosen for her quite a while in the past. Cornered, she becomes frantic and chooses to hurl herself over the edge. And afterward, an irregular observer comes to her guide, a person named Jack. Jack got on the Titanic coincidentally, winning a ticket at cards. He is by and large inclined to different experiences and lives one day. Seeing Rose over the side of the deck, he quickly tracks down an answer. He strips down and professes to bounce with the young lady in the event that she relinquishes her hands. Rose is paralyzed. This isn't the means by which she envisioned her end. Exploiting the young lady's disarray, Jack persuades her to get once again to the deck. He in a real sense hauls her there without a second to spare, when she nearly fell into the pit. This way started the kinship between Jack and Rose. They hang out on the deck. The person shows his drawings. He shows a young lady who grew up among the demure rich, laughing uncontrollably, spitting from the deck, having a great time at a party, seeing individuals, to feel them. Rose sees increasingly more that she would rather not carry on with the existence that her family members, and society itself, have arranged for her. She doesn't see from the beginning how she experiences passionate feelings for Jack, who gave her confidence in herself, opportunity, and the entire world. Perceiving how quickly the connection between Rose and Jack is creating, her life partner Caledon Hockley chooses to dispose of the opponent. He throws him the Heart of the Sea, before everybody blames him for taking it. At the point when the cop takes out a pendant from his coat pocket, everybody rebels against the unfortunate person. Everybody aside from Rose. He is removed and bound to a line in the lower deck. It was 11:40 p.m. at work when the lethal crash of the Titanic with an ice shelf happened. Further activities unfurl quickly. Water floods the lower compartments. The commander starts the departure. Ladies and kids are placed on the boats first. Rose's mom and the remainder of the first-class travelers board the rafts, yet the young lady will not follow them. She gets away and goes searching for Jack. Rose, moving midsection somewhere down in frigid water, thinks that she is dearest and cuts his chains with a hatchet. Together they go up to the upper deck. There are fewer rafts left. Caledon payoffs one of the gatekeepers and orchestrates a spot for himself. They meet with Rose and Jack. The men persuade the young lady to get on the boat. Caledon lies that he and Jack will get on the following boat and furthermore get away from Rose. From the get-go, she accepts and plunks down. However, at that point, she understands that the husband-to-be has tricked her. She leaps out of the raft and is back ready. Caledon can never again pause. He gets into the last boat and departs the sinking liner. Rose and Jack are left with the other unfortunate who needed more space in the boats. 2 hours and 40 minutes after the impact, the Titanic goes submerged. Rose climbs a piece of wooden entryway. Jack has no put on it. He simply remains nearby and attempts to encourage his dearest. Forgetting the chili, Rose nods off. Awakening, she sees that Jack is now dead. He's stuck to death. She removes his hands from the entryway and looks as his body sinks under the water. Then she sees a light. The rafts have returned. Yet, she no longer has the solidarity to shout. Then, at that point, she takes the whistle and whistles noisily. So Rose was saved. On the shore, she sees Kaladin once and for all, however, gets some distance from him, covering herself with a cover. In the finale, dazzled by the story, Brock Lovett at this point not even gets some information about the destiny of the gem. He out of nowhere understood that this multitude of 3 years he had been pursuing a stone, albeit the fundamental worth of life is totally unique. Remaining on the deck, he expressed so to his granddaughter Rose. I endured 3 years looking, going wild over about the Titanic, yet just now I comprehended the profound significance of what I was searching for. In the last shots, old Rose comes at hand and tosses the core of the sea jewel over the edge. Then, at that point, she gets back to the lodge, rests in bed, and shuts her eyes.